this. Let's see. Come on. Come on.
This. Let's see.
You got anything yet? Maybe not.
Are we are on. We are on.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Lovely darts.
We are, yeah.
Nice. Let's just make sure I've got all the volume turned off and
hey guys.
Usual cock-ups that I make are not going to be seen. And then we'll get this bitch going. Let's have a look. Yeah, there it is. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn the live chat on. And turn that off. And we should have no interruptions. Let's have a look. Biggity bong, mother fluffers.
Biggity bong.
There it is. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fix. Show number 108. Now, for regular viewers of the show that realise that I am indeed fat, but not usually the same colour as a tomato, I can give you a little bit of insight on exactly why I look like this. Yesterday, I made the cardinal sin of going out with my son to a sporting event, which lasted about 8 hours. And when I set off in the morning, it was overcast and dull. By the middle of the morning, it was no longer overcast and dull, but we were really high up on a mountain side. And the wind was blowing across big time, so I didn't notice that I was actually slow cooking for about 9 hours. And when you put somebody with my kind of body shape and scale in the sun and just let it baste, this is what you get. And I burnt my face off. So my nose.
Dear viewers, do not trust this elaborate lie of this imposter. This is not Neil Pickup. This is his Mexican cousin, El Nilo.
El Nilo. Mate, I can't laugh because my nose is... Honestly, don't make me laugh tonight, Ray.
Hey, hour in, you will start peeling off your nose.
Oh, don't make me laugh tonight because my nose... Let me tell you, I'm going to have to give it a test flick to set a pain threshold. Oh, shit. It's really bad. It's really bad. Check, I'll give you an extreme close-up. Look at that. Look at that nose. Oh. And I've got sunglasses shape. Look. Look at that.
You look like, again, you look like Mexican panda.
Dude.
Red panda. You sent me the picture.
Red panda.
Oh, they're so funny.
Mate,
I just keep watching that one video. We're just like,
how adorable are they?
Super adorable.
I want one. I mean, they could replace cats.
Me too. Oh yeah, I would trade my cats for it.
For a red panda like that, yeah. It's a different league, isn't it? A red panda.
No, different.
We're already getting super chats here. It's unbelievable. Juju Mugu, welcome to the show, mate. Thanks for checking us out. It's put Engin Terzi, the enigma of raging teen hormones, has put together another great card for East versus West core sports. Do not use the hotel internet. I think that lesson surely has been learned, guys. I don't think that's going to... I don't think it'll happen again. So, Silky Wilkie with a super chat. But lost my flight, but had fun. Getting back to the gym Monday. Lost my fight. He's had a fight. Who did he fight? Did you know Silky Wilkie was fighting?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you know. Silky Wilkie, please.
Silky Wilkie.
Explain yourself.
Explain yourself.
Yes.
To the Mexican panda. Do it today.
So I thought Mr. Bowen's going to be on. So this is why I have whiskey.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I thought Mr. Bowen was going to be on. I can't believe he's bottled it. And he didn't say anything until late in the day, did he? He just said, oh, sorry, my family. Really late on, just when it's been announced that you're going to pull him. And also, Ray, I've got to say, you coming on like whiter than usual is really making me look a prick. Just so you know.
I know.
It's terrible. I can't believe it, actually. I was hoping you might red up. There you go. Look at that. Makes me look worse. Sweden Arm Wrestling Television, Krieger Viklund in the house. Expecting some high-level trolling from Coach and Blue. Hope you like the clip I made, Ray. Oh, it's going to go off. I'm a bit gutted, actually, because I've got a bone to pick with Sir Engin when he comes on, because he's stolen a fixed classic match there. I've got to be honest. I have that lined up for September. You do know that Ryan and Ray are in the house in September. Anything could happen. We can't do it left-handed, knowing what Ryan's left's like. SG Records, just hats off to Judy Mugu for the best troll name. I've never got it. Explain Judy Mugu to me. Somebody got that? You can't get that when you're already on whiskey and ice. No, I don't get it either. GB19. You think Dmitry Dilayev, or Silayev even?
Silayev, yeah.
Is number 2 now. Nice tan, Neil. Thanks, mate. Yeah, it's a sore tan is what it is. It's a sore tan. Bad. But anyway, enough on it for the time being. Hey up. Hey up. Show's filling up a bit here. So we are going to talk about that, guys, in detail tonight, as the thumbnail probably suggested. We've got a couple of topics that we want to cover off tonight, though. And just welcome this gentleman in.
Cheers.
Mr. Bowen, how goes?
How you doing, boys?
I'm all right, mate. I'm a bit sunburned, son. Truth be known. Truth be known. Yeah.
You should have some wine. It will help.
Do you know what? I drank my last bottle last night. Really? For real.
Who the fuck runs out of booze?
Ray's on whiskey here. Yeah. Have you?
Hey, in this company, you should at least drink wine or something. Yeah.
Well, it's a shame, mate, but I've only got iced tea.
So put some booze in it.
Yeah, I haven't really got much.
Make it dirty iced tea.
Yeah.
Long Island.
Oh, yeah.
So, where are we going to start, guys? So much to get through. Let's start with rankings, right? Because the internet went wild today.
Yeah.
Went wild. Dmitry Silayev, who has for a long time been a bad man, is a bad man. Undeniably so. But an event in Russia, for those who don't know, who are just in the chat, I think there's about 250 to 300 of you. If you did not know, Dmitry Silayev, former Nemirov Cup champion, bad dude, big, solid geezer. Isn't he Siberian-based, Ray? Is he out there with...
Siberia, yeah. And he's the training partner of Vitaly.
Yeah, now, you go 2 steps ahead of me. So, these are the things that I wanted to talk about tonight. So he gets a win on Vitaly Lalatin. And the place goes nuts and everybody says rankings, rankings, rankings. As the world just stood on its head. And I wanted to sort of get you guys to give your feedback and, and comments on this. And talk about the sort of nuance of what may or may not have been influencing factors here. And how important or not that decision is. And nobody better than 3 whiskeys in, Ray, to start that little train of thought in people's minds. So, Ray, are you surprised by this? Are you moved by this? Are you concerned by this? Or are you sort of not overly worried about the rankings and think that they're still pretty solid?
I think rankings are, they really do not exist, or they are broken in our wrestling world. Because, first of all, styles make matches. Second of all, how long can we keep someone on those rankings? Like, I think 4 days ago, me and Giannis, we made a video where we talk about like the sacred rankings. That is Levan, Vitaly, and Devon. And no one's touching them, but moving everyone else around, thinking that they are immovable. And now, out of nowhere, Vitaly from the ranking number 2 pretty much drops out of top 10, or in some people's minds, or drops down. Silayev comes in. So it's, they do not exist, in my opinion. We can pretty much figure out what number 1 guy is, and they keep fighting for it. But making these rankings, they change so often, and it's kind of ridiculous. They just go in circles and circles. Dmitry has always been strong. He Nemirov Cup winner. I remember, and I had conversation with Igor Mazurenko right when they did like when they were supposed to do 2020 season for top 8.
Yeah.
Dmitry, I was talking with Igor, and he received a message from Dmitry asking, please put me on first round with Levan.
I remember. I had to say, I remember.
He said, I can beat him.
Yeah.
And he said it's in such confidence, and we know how good he is. So for me, nothing is impossible. we just need the guys to compete. If the guys are not competing, how can we put them on rankings? So now, like, look at the situation. Who Levin beat Dave? Okay, that's right there. Devon beat Mike, and then Mike lost. Way down. Revas is now in top 10. Is he top 10? We don't know because he didn't fight anyone else from that list. So for me, the rankings are kind of bullshit.
I agree.
I know everyone says it's for the fans, it's for everyone else, but they are a big lie, in my opinion.
I agree. You've got to take them with a pinch of salt.
We should make matches we want to see, and that's it.
One of the biggest things over that, if you're doing any, let's say this is a science experiment, okay? You conduct any experiment with a set of controls in place, a controlled environment, some kind of consistent background. In the arm wrestling rankings at the moment, that doesn't exist. You've got guys that are competing across different formats with different organizations. Some of the rankings are afforded to people after they've competed in a one-on-one competition. Another ranking is afforded to someone when they've competed in a main draw competition. The situation we've seen here, you have, and people say, oh yeah, there wasn't too many top pullers in this class that can make a difference. That's not the case. Over in this competition, you have guys like Georgi Tortiev. I know he's smaller, but he's a really awkward dude. Really long-levered, extremely strong.
Beat Trubin.
Dimitri Trubin. He did. Tortiev beat Trubin at the show.
And Silayo beat Vitali 3 times.
Correct. So you got a situation where those wins on a given day, he could just have a bad day. He could not be on form right now.
Yeah.
But the point about the rankings is that we're affording people these rankings over completely different formats of arm wrestling. And it's just, you got to take anything like that with a pinch of salt. The other thing is, as Ray rightly went to straight off the bat, Silayev is Vitaly Lalatin's teammate and training partner. Now, in arm wrestling, in most combat sports, you train with a guy. How many times have we seen this, for Christ's sake? You train with a guy really regularly, you often are a tough opponent for that person because of the fact that you know them inside out and you work out nuances, ways that you can do something with people. And that's a thing. It's a thing. It creates problems for people. I've seen it manifest itself so many times in the sport, and someone can get a result against a very high-level arm wrestler. Then those two arm wrestlers go to an international tournament, and the one who's deemed as being the higher-level arm wrestler does well in that show. The other dude doesn't do well, gets plowed. That's the difference. What I'm saying here is, guys, I think that we need to have all this in the back of our mind and really keep our eyes on it, not get too carried away and have one of these big knee-jerk reactions every time somebody comes in there and think, oh, right, okay, what does that do? It creates more questions than it does answers in my mind. Evan, what are your thoughts, mate? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Or
I think that's the exact reason I love the rankings. Somebody comes out just right out of left field, turns it all upside down, and now we just have so many more matches that we want to see. Right? Like, who doesn't want to see what's his name? Silayev. Who doesn't want to see that guy pull absolutely everybody else that was on the rankings?
Correct. I agree with that as well.
I love it. And I don't care which way the guys that are doing the rankings want to do it. You want to just put him straight up above Vitaly? Go ahead. You know, there's argument for that. If you want to move Vitaly down and still have him come ahead of him, do that too. All of the rankings are always going to be opinion-based unless you get it into some like world system like chess.
Yeah.
Right?
That's controls. So it's got to be common criteria. So at least if you're getting a rank, it had to be in one-on-one competition. So, for example, had Dmitry Silayev beaten Vitaly Lalatin in a 6-round super match, yeah, okay. Where there was no one else in the event, it's just those two, I get it. If you look at Arm Wars, we would never afford somebody a title or a ranking in a battleground tournament because it'd be nuts. Because the guys are shafted.
Well, that's even a little further off, though. That's multiple 6-round matches. That's even tougher to do. The only ones that you can really count towards that would be the first ones.
Yes. Well, we actually do. That's exactly what we do, Evan. So, for example, the reigning champion can lose their title
in round one.
In the first round of the battleground. And that's it. If after that, it's like the Grand National Horse Race, you know, it's not just, it's who finishes the frigging show. It's as simple as that, because it's a hard format. So to take that point further that you were saying, I really do agree. You need that controlled environment, that set of criteria that you can really mark down. And holy shit, White Wolf, I'll get to that in a minute. Massive super chat has come in from White Wolf there. Thanks, mate.
I want that shirt.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So, yeah, we need that controlled criteria in place if people really want to see accurate rankings. The other point I want to make on this, just before we knock over some of these super chats, is arm wrestling at the moment, particularly with social media, becomes something of a popularity contest. Guys that get into rankings, it's the guys that you know because you've seen them in a match. And how many times I've said in past episodes of this show, I don't necessarily get overly carried away when I see this kind of thing because of the fact that there are 20 nameless, faceless Eastern European lads that are frigging monsters. And you don't know who they are if you're not a hardcore fan. If you've been in the sport,
Neil has never said it on any episode. Please
I have
go
said
back.
that on other episodes, and
He has never said it.
God, I will take that comment, and I shall find where I have said that. I'll tell you an episode that I will have said it on. I will have definitely spoken
On 69.
Could be 69. It could be any of the ones where I was betting Ryan Bowen about Lachlan Adair. Where Ryan Bowen said something like, Lachlan beats Godzilla, he's automatically in the top 5 in the world.
Yes, yeah.
And at that time, I thought, well, not necessarily.
That guy, Ryan, is crazy. He's really, really crazy. Like, cray-cray. You know.
I like that new technique, Ray. Me
too.
It's good. It is. I like how you combined it with Forrest Ray as well.
Hey, is Beerman coming to Arm Wars?
I don't know. I don't know.
Evan.
We'll find out soon.
Oh, Marcus Thompson. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Neil, you might want to catch up on that. You're getting overrun here, buddy. In a good way. They're running a train on you in this chat here, buddy.
In a good way. So let me knock over a couple of these bad boys. Okay, let's go. Wait a minute. I was getting carried away. So first of all, Fat Legless Bird with super chat. Thank you very much. Neil, did you catch the Russian event and Trubin Lalatin Silaev? A little bit late to this one. Holy moly, the rankings are fed. Lalatin might be on something with Silaev. Mate, he's been singing the praises of Dmitry Silaev for a very long time. Some of which could be that he feels that kid is special because they train together. That is also a curveball to throw on the guy himself. So many times, people that arm wrestle with another guy regularly will feel like he's the hardest man in the world to beat. Not necessarily for other people. Look at it with Ryan. People say, oh, Ryan's biased for that. Ryan, when he's pulling with these guys, may genuinely feel like they are acid strong because he's feeling that they can pick apart some of his weaknesses. It's a thing, guys.
Well,
Really
nobody else could do anything with Silaev on that either. So,
not in that show. And hey, let's not take anything away from Silaev. Silaev is a bad dude. I mean, he's battle tested. He's proven, isn't he? If you go over to the Nemiroff Cup and you kick the shit out of everybody, you're a bad dude. I
want to see him pull Chafee now.
Oh, I'm sure he will. He's just put a huge flag in the ground, hasn't he? Line's gone in the sand and it's gone in deep. So I don't think there's going to be a scenario where we're not going to see him arm wrestle. I think that kid will be in a lot of matches now. So Stilky Wilkie, nothing on there, but thanks for your super chat, mate. Much appreciate it. We do want to know about that fight, though. So SG Records. And he's put Juji Mugu is Juji Mufu, but in the arm wrestling world. Ah, okay. It's quite a complex song. See what we've done there. Carolyn Looms. UJ's not even on the show, and Carolyn Looms is in here. Carolyn, how are you doing?
She loves me too, Neil.
Hey, it's actually
She loves us all. She's amazing.
The title of this says, Evan, now we have data on you near the best in Oz. Ah, yeah, we're going to get to that as well. We are getting to that. White Wolf with a monstrous Marcus Thompson size wonder chat. And he's put just a couple of bucks for some sunscreen that actually works for you, Neil, mate. I know, what a terrible situation me fat face is in. You're the man, Neil. Who the feck cares about these BS rankings? Just go fecking win and win again, then win again, etc. Evan, get that T-shirt with the Beer Man beard mustache. Let's go. White Wolf, you're a legend, son. Thank you very much indeed. Here we go. Jujimugu with a super chat. He's put, instead of individual rankings, maybe we need groupings like first, third, next, fourth, next, third. That's the top 10. People can move within their group. Yeah.
With everyone. That's the difference.
I think the only way that you can do it is one-on-ones. With any kind of fairness. You could have a situation where you had, as I say, if you had the league running through the year and it was a consistent event, all the top guys were pulling in there, and they were pulling like the old K1 Grand Prix style thing, where or the Pride Grand Prix, you know, where you'd have the top ranked lads that they would be facing each other in round one, then round two, and it was progressive and they knock each other out. That is fair. It gives you an indication for that year of who's right there. But as you saw in those events, it will change year after year. It'll change. People get hurt. People get knocked about. It's a lot more complex than you think. Marcus
I like the way that Arm Melter used to do that with the rankings. So Arm Melter was a league in Ontario. Joe Gould ran it.
Yeah, I remember.
And at the end of every event, so you had a weight class winner from each of the tournament brackets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they became the challenger to do the super match against whoever the title champion was in that weight class. So you'd have all your super matches at the beginning of the day. Then they run the tournament. Whoever wins that tournament, that's who's challenging for the belt next.
Yeah.
So it's a constant feeder system into that super match for those rankings.
Yeah. Anything like that works. Those are more accurate. What you can't do is have one set of rankings which is based on multiple feeders. It's just nuts, you know. I mean, I know that Uncle John and Jake do a skit on their sort of Maximum Bang show, and every time it just this reporter pops in and it's, you know, the rankings are shit. Well, they kind of are shit. You know, at the moment they just don't work and they don't really reflect reality.
They might be the TMZ of arm wrestling.
Pretty much.
But TMZ, everybody loves it.
Yeah,
people love this nonsense. It gives people reason for drama and arguments, and people get bored, especially nowadays when you got to do everything on the computer anyways. You got to read drama. You can't just go smack some bald dude in the back of the head at the bar and blame it on somebody else to watch anything. You actually have to start something online now.
Yeah, it's a sad situation, son. Marcus Thompson, legendary. He's come in, Ireland's finest. He's put Neil looking like a red lobster. Pass the butter. I'll tell you what, son, my face is sore as balls. Earlier today, I tried to put on my glasses. In fact, tonight I have a few gags lined up. I've got these sat here. I haven't had the balls to put them on yet, son, because as soon as they touch my beak, not good. Lights me up like Christmas. But ranking, more like wanking. Ray nailed it. Pure BS. Also, Lachlan was mega this weekend. Last but not least, hope Big Tom wins World's Strongest Man's last event. Ireland. So do I, mate. I haven't listened to the updates, but I know it's going to be tight. And look, I know all these guys personally. I'm obviously biased. I want Tom to win. If Luke Stoltman doesn't win, which obviously he can't. But I've got to say, I'm a huge fan of Alexei Novikov also. That is a good man, let me tell you. Novikov's a great dude, really great dude. What an athlete that lad is. So, may the best man win. Carolyn Looms with another super chat. Ray, do you have the muscle fascia, connective tissue, and quadratics to beat Bowen? So we're going to go next.
Never doubt me.
Never doubt they will bleed. Can you bleed him out, do you think?
They will bleed, yeah.
All bleed.
All will bleed.
Oh, did you like the finish to the show? I loved it. If you haven't seen this week's show, guys, get over there and watch Rolly Ray in visceral action with Patrick Berg of Sweden. Released.
I was like, so round 3 or 5, baby. I don't know.
I loved it. I loved how he left that in.
And I love like
chaos.
Like James, like a principal. He's like, do you understand why I made you write things down? I'm like, yes, sir. I know.
Your dad, isn't he?
Yeah. For sure. And I came next time. I had like every match stopped. I'm like making notes. I'm like, Sanders, what the hell happened on third round? He's like,
Oh, it's piss funny. Absolutely piss funny. I was laughing myself sick with that, mate. I loved it, that ending, where he just put in, did you, and you're like, everything you said, total bullshit. And then he goes, did you make notes like I told you? I went, no.
Hey, I love the production. I love that you left in when you say, guys, so don't post anything on social media. And then I turn to the crowd and use Matt Mask potty mouth.
Yeah, that's it. Matt Mask is bad for that. I mean, Evan doesn't mind a swear.
That's where I learned all the curse words.
I don't see the Evan Burgoyne show.
Yeah. No, on Matt Mask. Evan.
Yeah, nobody should ever watch my show. That is just filth and nonsense, and you will lose IQ points every single time. Actually, I think Ryan Bowen has watched my show way too often because that guy gets dumber and dumber every time he talks.
We can't say that about Ryan when he's not in here.
I can say whatever I want about Ryan. Look, I'm not two-faced. I'll say it to his face.
You will. I know that is true. Jay Freedom, just with a comment there that I read, and he's put, Neil is absolutely glowing. Mate, you have no idea. I can't put my face on a pillow. I wouldn't mind that my frigging head is sore all over. Nailed me. Back of my neck, sore as balls. Not good.
Yeah, try going outside like this, Neil.
Mate, honestly, I got caught short. Went out for about 8 hours. Windy as hell. It was overcast when we set off. Windy as hell all day. Didn't notice. Got back to the car. Looked in the mirror. I'm like, oh my God. My son's like, Dad, your face is really red. And I'm like, what, really red? He's like, yeah, really bad. And I couldn't believe it when I got back. My nose swelled up. Oh, sore as shit, man. Marcus Thompson with another massive super chat. Evan better come there. A bigger comp going down drunk wars. Evan versus me live. Last man standing. Beer time.
We need to figure out the rules on this.
What, last man standing is pretty clear.
Right, but he's got another competition lined up after that about choking people. So I'm not sure if like we just drink until we start choking each other, or if we go around and start choking random people, and whoever gets the most chokes wins.
Hey, you don't want to get picked up by police, so you have to choke each other.
Either way, maybe we'll get Paul Maiden to come in once we get to that point.
And he'll show you helicopters and then choke you.
Bomb you to death or something. You don't need that in your life. Nobody needs that.
Oh.
You don't need that. That's a bad night. That's a lot of people go to prison. Nobody wins. There is no winner.
If Paul's as good at stabbing as he says to me he is,
in so many ways,
I'm not going to prison anytime soon.
Yeah. No, not good.
Plus we have it on tape.
Yeah. You don't want anything with Paul on tape because it'd be on the internet immediately. He wouldn't care. He'd just, he'd be oiled up and he'd have hold of your beard. And it's a terrible video and nobody needs to see it. Nobody wants to see it. It's not good. It's a bad look in a lot of ways. You're talking about someone who...
I've pissed off a lot of people in my life, Neil. I'm sure there's a lot of people that would like to see me get stabbed up.
Ideally not on TV. And not at Arm Wars. That'd be bad.
That's your problem. Hey, you're the one that's
a lot of views.
Paul and I.
That's a lot of views.
Yeah.
Neil, think about the views.
Yeah, I didn't think about it then for a minute. It appealed to me.
James
James
gonna call you right now. Think about the views, man.
Let him stab him.
Let him stab him.
Let him. I've got a lens. this special stabber lens we can put on.
Yeah.
Well, he will call me with stuff like that. Something
You're
like
gonna need new waivers and stuff for like stabbings and such.
Yeah, just read that bottom line where it says that the ref may stab you.
Fine print.
And not necessarily
get you.
with the sword you're thinking about. That's the kind of risk it needs to carry. IH with a super chat. But Neil, what are your thoughts on the recent drama with the Stoltz and Giants Live? F. Bowen. I think that was created for a reason. I think it was created by one individual off his own bat. And being involved in that whole scenario is something for the people that were involved in it to discuss. I'm certainly not going to touch that with a barge pole, mate. Not something I want to get involved with. Couldn't possibly comment, not going to comment, don't want to know. I think that's better left alone. But thanks very much. Now, let's see what else we've got in here. Brad Butler. Who are the current Arm Wars champs in each class? A couple of them are vacant. We're going to start running for the titles again shortly because of the fact that some of the lads haven't competed in there for a while. So we're going to open some of the other classes up a little bit. But starting from the lighter weight classes, the current champion of the lightweight division is Jānis Amelins of Latvia. And he actually defended that title successfully against Jeff in the first round of the battleground at Reality Check. So that was a good result for him. And he looked solid doing that. Obviously managed to damage Jeff's arm in that match. In the light heavyweight division, we did contest that at the Reality Check also. And the winner of that match was Sasho Andreev of Bulgaria, who is now the Arm Wars light heavyweight champion. Ray's just beckoning a cat in the background. Here we go, cat tricks live. Let's just take a moment.
Just keep talking. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay, no problem. You distracting me, Ray.
So basically what you're saying, Neil, is it's pretty easy to come in there in your weight class and take the title.
What, against Sasho Andreev? Not
well, I mean, like, so far, you don't have anybody actually any good as the champ. Just Jānis and Sasho.
I mean, easy.
Yeah.
I mean, piece of piss. You know, but you've bottled it up to now and haven't shown up. You know, we've also got Devon Larratt. I mean, everybody knows he's shit.
Was he still there?
See that cat then? Flying cat. Here we go. Watch this.
Come on.
Here we go. Hey! This is all. People aren't. I'll tell you what. People don't realize the level of entertainment.
This is quality entertainment. You know, we rehearse, we work. Usually it's 7 hours prepared just for one show.
Just for that.
Evan knows.
People don't get that kind of entertainment, man.
I'm telling you, man. You got to keep this for the pay-per-view section only.
Yeah, I agree, mate. That's some high-level stuff there. People going to. It's like Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, everything that Evan is doing, it's not improvised.
What's the name of that cat?
Mikey.
The
acrobat cat.
You are right, though, Ray. Nothing I do is improvised. I practice day and night getting drunk in front of people so that it comes out fluently.
So it feels like, natural.
You just carry on talking among yourselves. I'm just going to.
That's commitment. You know.
No, we never talk about me, Neil. Never. That's why we're on episode 14.
What episode are we up to?
I just got it. Yeah, it took me a while.
I think we're going into 5 the next time.
Okay, hey, are we gonna talk? I know I distracted everyone. Everyone's kind of lost.
Yeah. No, I'm putting a poll up.
Paul?
I think Neil is Googling cat tricks.
Okay, I'll get one more.
Right.
All right, because Neil sucks at hosting a show and Ray is playing with his pussy.
Here we go. So I've just put a poll up there. The title of the poll is, will Evan actually show up at Arm Wars or get COVID again? We'll see how we go with that. Let it run.
I was the first vote that said no.
Okay, there you go. 67% at the moment of that vote is you with that one vote.
Guys, I know that point shaving is illegal, but pick no.
No, everybody. We all think he ain't going to show. Silky Wilkie, lost my boxing fight last night. Too much nerves in the rounds. I had fun, but sadly lost. The kicker, they wrongly called my corner as the winning corner and then called out my opponent's name. So I raised my arms like a tit. Oh, mate, that is actually quite cruel. Is that your first fight, Silky Wilkie? Just let us know. White Wolf with a super chat. Okay, Evan, your cat is way the feck crazier than Coach Ray's. Go get him. Cat Wars is on. I've got anyone in on this. Have you got a cat?
My cat does not hang out with me when my daughter's here.
Why is this?
Because it's her cat. It's only my cat when she's not here.
Is it a bit nuts?
Well, I mean, she So before I move the studio to my nice background that's not actually falling over, I had it upstairs with my whole broken drywall bit.
Nice.
And I'd always set my case of beer up so I could just reach it out of my rocking chair.
Mhm.
And then the cat would always like climb up onto my shoulders and under my beard and like into my beer. And it was just, you know, running around on the top of my rocking chair, trying to jump into the beer case.
Who knew so many people were into cats?
Yeah.
Arm wrestling. I never knew. Is this a thing that Ray started? Did you sort of get into watching Ray and then think, you know what, Ray's quite cool, I'll get myself a cat?
But seriously, my cat is significantly cooler than Ray's cat.
I'm gonna.
I don't care if he wants to fight about it. It's a fact. It's a fucking fact. We can go back and we can like clip and compare. But not only is my cat cooler, she's prettier.
Then Rue.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm not being rude. This is look. I know I really am a fan of like malicious attacks on people, but that's not what this is. This is a statement of fact.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you have been known to make malicious attacks on people for no reason at all.
Everybody, all the time.
All the
I
time.
actually kicked Cobra Rhodes off of my show last week for being too nice to me.
Cobra Rhodes tried to call me today. We were out on the bikes. Called him back tonight. Was he in? Was he? Did try and call you, Cobra. Not around. Telephone tennis 101.
So now, Neil, just because you're slacking with the whole Western Survivor and, you know, Adam's a really good dude.
Good dude.
And he's planning a major comeback. Like he's already on the road.
Well,
Have you tried
got his
the
arm mended.
pepperettes that they make? I don't know if
My God. There they are right now. And ladies and gentlemen, you too can have exactly what you're seeing there. The West.
Oh, you didn't cry.
Sausage. Look at that. Show them how you eat it. Do it in slow motion, Evan. There you go. Look at that. Guys, if you too want to look like this, as you
these
eat
things are fucking incredible, man.
sausage. It is, in fact, the greatest beef jerky and other meat products on the face of Earth.
Have you had them yet, Neil?
Oh, my God, yes. Are you kidding? He sent me a box. I smashed him in a week.
I love his jerky. He's got great jerky.
I mean, that's
I'm not like one of the sponsored guys. I just like his stuff. The pepperettes are so much fucking better than his jerky. This is the real shit.
so many sound bites here. I mean, anybody, you know, anybody who's not a fan of yours, Evan, just had a field day. You just tucked yourself right in. You put together like 3 or 4 sound bites there that made you sound, you know, right there. But anyway.
Okay, well, and I got to get drunker because I can't have this.
Carolyn Looms, Neil, poll idea. Derek versus Bowen for East versus West commentary. Just out of interest. Oof. Getting a bit tucked in. You do realise that's the commentator for East versus West right there. That's his name. Ray. There he is.
Is there any... Yeah, but Ray sucks too. Is there any way that we can get somebody into this option that's like not boring as fuck?
What, to commentate, you mean? That's a bit hard, man.
So you're telling me commentating shouldn't be boring as fuck?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. That's your job, is to make this not boring. And it's a lot of work. I get it. It's arm wrestling.
Interesting.
But you do a piss poor job of it.
I know. I'm so terrible. They keep inviting me back.
Well, it's Ingen that keeps inviting you back, and he ain't too fucking good at it himself.
Oh,
Ingen's amazing, isn't
Look, there is 2 commentators that I enjoy listening. Well, 3 if you include Uncle John, but I like seeing him arm wrestle. Neil Pickup and John Milne.
he? Gold of the hand mine. Great dude.
Those 2 together, fantastic.
I like John Milne just to hang out with.
John's fucking awesome.
Great dude.
Have you ever drank with John?
Yes.
Alcohol.
Yes.
John doesn't drink alcohol for a reason.
Like a gremlin doesn't eat after midnight.
Oh my Lord. I like getting drunk with people.
Like the tank.
I like encouraging people to regret everything that they did the next day.
I believe this.
I don't want to ever drink with John Milne again. When John Milne grabs something to drink, I take it away and check for alcohol content because I don't want to get drunk with him. It's terrifying.
When John was over at the Arm Wars events, he was always like the loveliest dude. Never was he, you know. He's like Ray. Drunk Ray is like a good dude. He's not, you know, he's not an aggressive drunk. He's not.
Yeah, that's not John. Look, I like to poke fun, stir up some shit. John is fucking nuts.
In what way?
I feel like me and John.
All
would
of the
be best
ways.
friends.
I do.
I feel like me and John would be best friends if we meet.
I do. I feel you may get like come to each other's house and stuff. Make
Yeah.
fun.
Neil, I think it is quite possible that you were drinking with John, and John was not consuming alcohol.
I'm pretty sure he was, but he didn't go heavy.
Pretty sure. But
I remember he was.
dude, it doesn't take much. He's like a beer and a half in, and it's on. Game time. Let's go.
What?
Ask him the story about the bikers if you're ever talking to John.
I will do that. I might even ring him up just to do that. If you think it's an entertaining story, Evan,
I don't want to look. If you're calling him up and he's going to tell this story, I'm out.
Get him on the show.
No, I just got to leave. Like I'm not being present. I don't want my name associated with this.
What the hell did you do, Evan?
That's John's story, not mine. I won't drink with John again.
I mean, I've seen some wild stuff in arm wrestling. Let me tell you right now. I can tell you a couple of stories about arm wrestling. If you want to hear a couple of stories, we can do story time. I can do story time.
I know you're going to tell us a 45-minute story about how you drove around in the backseat of somebody's car.
No, I've done that one.
It's amazing.
I've been on that. We've done
It
that.
was like the greatest episode of any show you've ever done, ever.
No, the bag story was the one, mate.
I smoked 4 joints listening to you tell the story, and there's no end to it or punchline.
Still wanted to know what was in
It
the
never
bag.
got any better. It was
That's
just,
the
What
joke.
was in the bag? Even when the
That's
show
the
had
story.
finished, you wanted to know what was in the bag.
no, I like the bag.
Oh, you tell them that
the gypsy
story.
camp, and you've got the dog. I'm like, Jesus, dude.
Ray,
Like
no,
your- what was the punchline?
None of your fucking business what's in the bag, Ray.
That's right.
That's the bag, not the gypsy with the dog.
no, that because that's a real story. That like legitimately.
Sure. Neil, just let's move on. Arm wrestling.
Look, if it's a real story, start lying when you tell it and make it
It's
fun.
a real story, man. It actually,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Start lying and make it fun at least to hear. It takes 45 minutes to tell the story, and there's nothing worth listening to.
I mean, all of these are good points. Just out of interest, the poll on whether Evan will actually show up at Arm Wars or get COVID again is currently running at 58% no, 42% yes. Ray, what do you think? Will he show up at Arm Wars or will he bottle it?
I voted no because I asked you and then I asked Evan, and clearly I didn't get answer yes. So
No,
Well,
I
he-
flat out told you no, I'm not going to be there.
None of the arm wrestling champions that are in Arm Wars at the moment are any good. So Giannis Amelin's not good.
no.
Sasha
Sasha
Andreev,
Andreev,
not
and-
good.
No.
I mean, quite
Devin Lyric, dude's ranked 3rd, and depending on who's doing the rankings now, that could have dropped considerably over the weekend.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to pull to lose ranking spots.
We do have
That's how
Rolly
bad
Ray,
that guy is.
Rolly Ray's on our roster. And let me tell you right now,
Most entertaining arm wrestler in Latvia.
Cheers.
Well, yeah, the other option is fucking Yanis.
talking about the chef's even in there. We've got Kasper's Gravis. There is a new contender coming to Arm Wars Iron House. The young Kasper's Blumanis.
Kristaps.
Kristaps Blumanis. Kasper's Gravis is coming.
Yeah.
And also Blumanis. And Blumanis is, I'm going to say he's going to be a star of world arm wrestling. Never mind Arm Wars. That kid, he's only a puppy. I think he's below 21 years old, probably like 19 years old. 18 years old. I mean, he gets, this is from a country that has young people, as you can see by Ray. He's their oldest fucking member on the team. Look at him. He's 12. And Blue Marner's younger than him. In fact, Ray's his dad. And Blue Marner's has already won 3 world titles.
No. Blue Marner's dad is my dad.
Blue Marner's his dad.
Yeah. We look exactly alike. Everyone always asks us, like, is he my father?
Who
And I
gets
said, like, dude, like, what is this? Because I posted a video of him pulling and people thought it was me.
Who gets most pocket money, Ray? It's all that matters.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
And
What Kristaps?
Yeah. Him. How much do you get? Like,
Enough to buy bubble gum.
yeah. Are you on Euros in Latvia?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, God, it's not even real money.
Fuck you, man. Hey, fuck you and Brexit.
White Wolf for the super chat. But we need a cat off. I actually agree with that. I mean, we could do cat tricks. There could be cat's arsehole round and cat trick round. We can do that. We've had worse on this show. Absolutely, we've had worse. Brian Teal, new super chatter. Brian, thanks very much. He's put, thanks again for speaking to me, Neil. Team back tits forever, my friend. That's it. No, I haven't burnt them.
Team back tits.
Team back tits, baby. George Harris with New Zealand dollar super chat. He's put, someone should set a pay-per-view tournament for a year from now and have a prize pot that is based on 50% of pay-per-view and any donations. The prize pot could be seen live, online, growing and going up, and might attract top guys. Yeah, it could do. But I think a lot of the guys are short-termist in that respect, and they want that immediate win. We're going to end the poll now at 57% no for his attendance in Arm Wars. We don't believe that you're going to go, Evan.
You know that means almost half of the people watching this show don't actually listen to anything people are saying.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you did tell them you were coming. You said, look.
I said tonight, I'm not going.
See, there you go. You heard it here, guys. We're going to have to replace the beer man. He's bottled it. Carolyn Looms. Ray, we know you're the staple, wonderful commentator. I was just curious as to who people prefer as your sidekick.
I don't know for this one, but most likely me and Bowen will have the first match, and then we both go and commentate. Maybe Derek will be. I don't know what Engin has planned, but if Derek is there, me and Derek was awesome, so I love that, you know. But I need him to lose a match because I'm gonna win mine. So there's not much to talk about when both of guys are winning. So we've there, then Derek loses, then we talk about it. It's a great event.
Listen, let's just get straight into this. I know he's not here, and we'll have to do it again because when he is here, it's got to go off again. But how sure are you that you kicked Ryan's ass? I mean,
I think I have good chances. I think my chances are pretty damn good.
What? Because he beat Evan? Because he beat Evan, you mean?
No, just because I pretty much believe I'm that strong. So you know, I'll have a good fighting chance for it.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, well, Evan was one of those guys who believed he could beat Lachlan most likely.
When you go 12 straight wins and you're supposed to lose every one of the matches, I was one of those guys that says, I'm not going to bet against him. I don't have him as a favorite, but I'm not betting against him. That's for goddamn sure.
Makes sense.
How do you see it? Good match, easy match in any direction, Evan? Do you think that?
I think it's great for Arm Wars. And it's even better for Bowen.
Not actually happening in Arm Wars. This is at East versus West. They're pulling. We had
well, that makes it way less fun.
Wars, but it's going at East versus West before Arm Wars.
That makes it way, way less fun. We only get to see 3 rounds of Bowen winning.
Well, what can I say? You know.
Well, bullshit, Evan would be a good start.
Look, no, Ray, don't take it personally. The chat's full of comments saying nobody believes anything I say.
No, I literally don't care what everyone thinks. I have 2 months prepared. When I get the message that I will have a chance to have a match in 2 months, I was very happy because I didn't have a purpose till September for Arm Wars. So I was very happy to prepare for that, and my full preparation. I have a game plan already and everything else. I'll give my best shot, you know, and we'll see. I think my chances are pretty damn good. So
have you ever faced the owl before though, Rich?
Yeah. I love, you know, all the things that some people are, hey, the love from Australians has been incredible. I received so many messages from Australians.
It's a joke. It's serious now.
Beat him. You have to win him. It's ridiculous.
Is that true? Are you telling the truth now? Or
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's definitely telling the truth for that.
Oh yeah.
When I was supposed to pull Ryan the second time, I had the same thing. Inbox just full of random Australians telling me what he's bad at, fucking everything. Yeah. Nobody in Australia likes him any more than anybody anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I get so much love. It's ridiculous. And I don't want people, you know, I'm on some polls on my head. I'm like, no. I don't care. I will prepare like I'm the underdog. I don't care about all that. I just want to have a match with Ryan which I'm gonna have. I know where he's strong. Pretty much, I know he knows where I'm strong. He knows where I'm weak. I know where he's weak. It's all gonna come down who utilizes things better. Yeah, but
where's he weak?
Before, haven't you, in practice at least?
yeah, but those are so weird that he didn't give me anything. The style that I went, like I was pressing at that time, and he couldn't do anything. I have like 3 pulls with him in 4 years or something, and all the time he couldn't do anything moving past the center. So they didn't give me absolutely anything.
And at that time, what weight was Ryan?
I don't know, like saying he is maybe 95, and I was maybe 86, 85, maybe 88. I don't know.
Was that before? Was that like pre-enhanced Ryan?
It was after Zloty,
Mm-hmm.
and it was after he pulled Dallas. When we pulled at John's house, after he pulled there, I pulled tournament, multiple classes. Next day we had practice, and you know, my style versus his style was superior that time. Then we pulled on Zloty, same thing. He was pretty much drained, but I know where I most likely, you know, pressers are a rare kind. There's not a lot of good pressers around,
No.
or it's a weird style. It's that, you know, it's that weirdo. You cannot, it's hard to prepare.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't, you know, when you practice with someone who presses, you kind of get the hang of it and you understand where to block and where not. You know, so I feel like that would be the issue. So I'm not looking at that match. I'm like, okay, so this is all I have to do. No.
I wonder how many pressers Ryan's had the opportunity to train with over in Oz. I don't know how many good press pullers there is over there. The only one that I know who looks really comfortable in a press is probably Ben Carroll, but I'm sure they've got other guys that press. I just don't know.
You know, but it's you know what I mean. You know, the same thing goes, you know, when you kind of practice with one style, you get very good at that style. And a lot of guys in Latvia get really good at pressing and defending against press, because I have press, Vlad has press, and we have Blumanis and you know, a bunch of guys with that technique. So
Chris Kristaps is very complete, isn't he? But he does look like he digs in there really deep and really.
Kristaps is way weirder than me and Vlad. Way weirder.
Is he
like
quite long in the arm though? He looks quite long, quite rangy, but yeah.
And his is continuous rotation. So a lot of guys will press and just leave it like this. When he presses, he rotates you like feels like your arm twists
under, like Tom Holland, really, really tight.
Tom hooks and pulls you down. Tom kind of stays on his forearm when
he never stops supinating, does he?
Yes, yeah, and he kind of stays there. So it's, you know, the styles make people uncomfortable when you haven't experienced something, you know. So we'll see. So for this match, I'm going back to pressing. I'm training all the things, my hand control, all the things that I was doing, but pressing for sure going to be the favorite thing.
Do you feel like you're a favorite or an underdog?
Underdog. I should be underdog. Why not? Hey, you know, when we talk with arm wrestlers, you know, I have way more experience. I have way more accomplishments. It's kind of ridiculous when people even put Ryan in these conversations, because we talked about people that are famous, you know, get famous results. So his, you know, ambitions are way ahead of his achievements, in my opinion. So, but I'm like, you know, it is how it is. It is how it is in this sport. So I wasn't expecting I'm going to be this good. Turns out I am. You know?
I think Ray might be a bigger dickhead than I am without trying to.
No,
that's one of the rudest things I've ever heard anybody say about the guy. And I get on the guy's case all the time.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm telling something.
I agree. I just wish I would have thought to say it first.
I mean,
I'm not being a dickhead, but I'm like,
no, that was pretty fucking rude, man.
Right there, it was pretty good. I mean, it really was, because it was like matter of fact rude. You know what I mean? It was like, you know, you can say something and everybody knows you're saying it tongue in cheek, and then you can say it and everybody's like, "Oh, fuck, I meant that."
Yeah, I say that shit, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, well," and then you say it, you're just like, "No, this is just how it is. This is the truth."
But that is like,
oh, geez, you really got to fucking.
No one went the other route. You have to win your victories on the table. If you don't win your victories on the table, all your victories are hypothetical.
Devin hasn't pulled a European in his career, and he's like the top guy. What are you talking about? You don't have to win anything.
You need to go back later on and watch this show, Ray, right? And I swear to God, you will know what we're talking about with that like cutting seriousness. It's like somebody walks in there and can say some nasty shit, but you know they don't mean it. It's like, shagged your mum. And then another guy walks in the room and he's like, actually, shagged your mum. And the second one's really bad because you're like,
love to your mom.
I
made love to your mom.
Yeah, and that would do it.
I'm gonna see her next Tuesday as well.
Yeah, there you
go.
go.
You know, when the thing is, when people put me and Ryan and they start making these claims, I believe we're in the same class. He says he's elite or whatever, a pro. I guess I'm a pro now. You know, I guess I am. I wouldn't put myself, because I have pulled guys that are 20 kilos lighter and would murder most of the people on the planet. That's the difference. When you haven't felt anything, when you live in the same house and you don't go outside, you know, everyone feels like a killer. But when you go outside and you meet those killers, then you have reality checks. I have had more reality checks than anyone else.
Just wait 1 second, Ray, for Christ's sake. Evan, do you want to just go and get a pen and paper so you can write some of this shit down?
I have no idea what you just said there, Neil.
You want to get a pen and paper, dude, so you can write some of this stuff down?
No, I don't actually rehearse anything unless I'm already blackout drunk, in which case I can't remember it anyways. So what's the point?
You probably should, though. This is good stuff. This is
it's fantastic stuff.
I mean,
it's not my style. That's all.
Yeah, but it could be.
Yeah.
So people can evolve.
Hey, should I continue? If I lose, you know, he was better than me, most likely. That's it.
Why?
If I win, I think that's way more terrible, because I acknowledge that I am not where he thinks he's supposed to be, or where he is, or where he thinks he will be.
There he
In
goes
5,
again.
10 years, I'm going to be the best on the planet. I'm going to have 2 hits versus 11. You know, every arm wrestler is cringing hearing those things. So I will have a match with Bowen. I will come prepared. I will spit venom, and you'll see.
Man, I really, really want Ray to win now, especially after he laid it out like that.
I mean, he did.
I have never been personally invested into a match anywhere near as much as I am right now. This might actually be the greatest salesman in arm wrestling.
He's right there, isn't he? I mean, he's right there. There's no doubt about it. I think everybody, people are gonna love this and hate this at the same time.
Yeah, well,
It's fabulous. Darko's coming with a super chat. Darko, thanks for your super chats. But I take Brisbane's 8 over Eastern Europeans on any day. Mate, there is only one Brisbane 8. That's all I can tell you. It's led by Daniel Tesh, Esquire.
Well, we've never met the next 7 because nobody's ever beaten Danny.
Well, it's impossible.
But he's only the entry test.
No, what the?
Oh, the next 7 are just like, yeah. So you're starting at God level, but then you've got all of like the Titans and everything else up above that.
I haven't been watching too much Supernatural, but yeah. I understand what he's saying. I'm gonna go and fill up. Okay, I'm coming back
in 1 moment. So Juju Mugu with the super chats, but the guys who've been messaging Ray, telling him to kick the shit out of Ryan, are just creepy old Australian dudes hitting on the coach with his smooth face and his tight shirts. Probably right, son. He gets a lot of attention, those kind of guys.
I love Carolyn.
I'll check that one in a minute. Steve's guitar account. No matter how many matches Ray wins, he will forever be the underdog. Mate, I actually think that Ray's getting quite a loyal following. I think people are starting to wake up to the myth and legend that is Coach Ray. He's starting to come along.
We're going to cover that once we get to Carolyn's.
Okay, let's have a look. Have I missed one of Carolyn's? So
it's a new one.
Red Rocket Pig. Might have missed it, but what happens now that Vitaly lost? Does that shake up the top 2? Red Rocket Pig, I'm sorry to tell you this, brother, you did miss that. In our eyes, it does not necessarily shake that up, although it could shake that up.
I think we argued about this. It definitely does.
Yeah. I mean, it could or it couldn't.
You're going to have to rewatch later. Don't worry. It's good for the views, Neil.
But we did, yeah. Just go back and have a look at that. I'm just going to find Carolyn's super chat. Woo, sweet child of mine.
Right after Red Rocket Pigs.
Okay, let's have a look. Whoa, Carolyn Lounge, here we go. Carolyn, thanks for your super chat. Ray, will Ryan disrespect you and use a riser? That son of a bitch.
I hope he will. I hope he will. You know, people think the riser.
You read that
riser
wrong,
only
Neil.
helps small guys.
You read it wrong. Ray, never mind.
She says,
I know what she says.
Will Ryan disrespect you and use an riser? That is full on what it says.
I know what it says. It's not what it says, though.
Evan,
Please translate into Canadian.
Nope. Nope. You only got one shot at it, Neil. You fucked it all up.
No, I didn't. That is definitely what it says. I read it 3 times there in my mind, Ryan.
Oh, there you go.
Ray, will
The
Ryan
actual
disrespect
words are,
you?
but not the message.
Well, you can read it then.
No. Hey, he read it right. He read it right.
That is full on what it says. Ray, will Ryan
Is what it is.
and use an riser?
Yeah.
Risers are like cheat codes for me, at least.
I'm
Just
reading
like,
it again.
You know, you guys are keeping reading it. How many times?
I've read it like 9 times now. That is full on what it says.
I know exactly what the words say in that order. You're not reading it, though.
Will you
You're not
read?
hearing it, Neil.
I'm not. Will you read it then, Evan?
I don't know.
Read it.
Just
You
look
peanut.
at the comment section. Everybody, including Carolyn, agrees with me.
I fucking hate you, Evan.
I don't blame you. I'm better at your job than you are, and I'm fucking
Shut
half
up.
pissed.
Stop, Evan. I mean, you've come on this show and talked some shit, but that is the one right there.
No. Look, I've been listening to Ray go, so
Don't start with that. Mate,
I've been taking tips from Ray.
next you'll be coming on here and saying you're better at growing hair than me. Shut the fuck up. Literally.
I've got more of it than you do, so yeah, I am.
I shaved like 2 weeks ago.
Devon's forearm. Read it differently. Evan,
Me too, Neil.
right. We got
Ray.
we listen. If there is a different interpretation of that frigging message, read it, Evan.
You missed it, Neil. It's too late. Move on.
Ray, will Ryan disrespect you and use an riser? Use an riser?
Reading it again isn't going to help you
Yeah, I
guys.
tried that. I
You're
tried.
not
this
getting it. It's
technique.
fine.
Didn't work.
Move on. Look, guys, you've already fucking ruined this one.
Oh,
Okay,
go
let's
And
move
it
on.
was like the best thing ever. You guys, the two of you together worked at fucking it to
Is
shit.
this some kind of inside gnome joke that you get and nobody else does? If you're not like in the secret society of gnomes, does it not make sense? Read the goddamn super chat in the right way then. Crack on.
It's already over, Neil.
Feel free. Let's go.
Neil. Look, we've only got so much time on this. We got to get through everything else.
What a prick. Right, we're going to move on. Wanker. Going to plug Western Survivor. And then
Evan, you're such a dick. You're such a dick.
ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be able
When Neil panics, he
like
plugs Western Survivor.
hey, any fill-in, son, any fill-in. If you want to be able to survive the biggest pricks in arm wrestling, like Evan Burgoyne, maybe you should try Western Survivor beef jerky. Because you can survive it, ladies and gentlemen. Get over there, www.westernsurvivor.ca. Even you will be able to withstand this kind of abuse. I will full on. You know what's bad about that? I'll be reading that message like when I finish this show. I'll be back on there reading that. It's like when somebody says, "Tell you what, mate, you need a bath," and you've just come out of the bath, and somebody throws that on you, and later on you're going all night.
I know we agreed to move on, but I do like the way the comments are working. But
I don't even read it.
apparently, Neil and Coach Ray are not joining Ryan, RVJ, and I in that 155 club. That's all.
Oh well, that's a special club. That's all I'm saying. That's a special club.
I don't even know what that club is.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, can I get F Bowen in the chat?
Come on, let's see some F Bowens. I actually feel quite bad that Ryan's not on here. We've been talking.
I don't.
I don't too.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm actually really enjoying the show. Neil, I think this is one of the best shows you've ever had.
No, it's not. It's like not.
Hey, as soon
mean-
as I saw we have
I've
group
read a
text
comment
and
wrong.
Uncle John, Paul, and Ryan said they're not coming. I'm like, oh, it's just me and Neil. He will bring someone awesome on, and we'll have a good time.
But unfortunately, I can only get Evan.
Yeah.
So Evan, anyway, let's just leave that because I've already that chat up.
You pissed him off, Evan. See, you
F
pissed
Bowens
him
coming in, raining in with the F ball. Let's go, F Bowens. People have been sending me all the pictures of him in the F Bowen shirt. It's a thing. It's a
Hey,
thing.
I'll do it. I'll do it for Australia, and I'll do it for everyone. You know, the cringe will stop.
You realize
Ray, you got to get this shit tattooed on you if you win.
Oh, don't go there because somebody could throw down on your ass. They may be like, yeah, because that happened to Eddie. He had to do it.
Doesn't matter. Ray's a badass. He just fucked up Bowen. You can take it.
Happened to Woodley after the Jake Paul fight. You can end up with a tattoo you don't want.
Oh,
Because if Rowan, I mean, look what happened with Evan. I mean, if anybody didn't know,
Bowen cracked his ass.
well, he
That
showed
wasn't
up.
me, Neil.
Yeah, that was drunk Evan. Really drunk.
No, that was
Oh,
sober Evan. And I didn't even have a beard.
Apparently,
It was
drunk
not
Evan's
me.
invincible.
That was beardless, sober Evan. Bullshit.
Beardless sober Evan is like a halfling. Number one, apart from the fact that, you know, drunk, heavily bearded Evan also has the same frailties like not showing up for the match. But other than that, strongest
Yeah, but if I do, I win.
if you show up, yeah.
Right.
But what's the COVID rate now that you get?
I don't know, like 95?
97.5%.
Holy fuck.
No, now
COVID's
it's
not
monkey-
even real anymore. Like, it's not even a problem. And I
Monkeypox. You can
still
catch
get it.
monkeypox.
Oh my God, as well. Don't start.
Man, I am like 6 days out of the
From the
next
bowl.
COVID fail.
Imagine Evan's like 2 days.
I'm like,
before-
I gotta leave
the
in
bowl.
like less than 48 hours. And I still haven't figured out how I'm gonna catch COVID this time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna lick.
You're
I've
calling
been seriously,
CDC and
I've been
you're
going
like-
through the malls and just rubbing on people, going to the bathroom and licking the hand dryers and stuff. I just can't catch this motherfucker this time.
licking
It
doorknobs.
is getting tough.
Yeah, it's hard to catch these days.
Yeah.
No, Ray, I haven't exerted to licking toilets yet. But
No,
I mean, there's
doorknobs.
always tomorrow.
Doorknobs.
I do
Doorknobs.
need to catch it by tomorrow. Otherwise, I actually have to fucking show up.
Hey, imagine you catch it and it's a new strain. We call it Bourgogne.
Yeah,
Oh
they make-
man, everybody without a rock solid liver is dead if you get the Bourgogne strain.
if you get the Burgoyne strain,
The
you
only thing that keeps you alive is copious amounts of beer.
Someone comes on live TV. They're
Western
like,
Survivor.
First of all, everybody needs to get really, really drunk. This will save your damn life. Get
This
drunk.
is amazing.
Beer.
Instead of having a toilet paper shortage, we're gonna have a beer shortage.
it's not good for you.
Oh yeah,
You know, and Ray's never gonna look so young and pretty again once he goes through this kind of medication.
don't say that because everybody admit that a lot of people only tune into this for his face. You know,
Ray is
You-
finally gonna look his fucking age.
no, that can't happen.
It's impossible.
Like a vampire, don't age.
I
Get a
I
pee.
can. I was eating in Turkey with Gennady. Everyone's eating dinner, and Gennady sits with me. We're talking. He turns to me. He's like, "How old are you?" I'm like 32. He's like, and he turns to the guys in Georgia and tells the Georgian.
They're all like,
"What?"
shut up. No way. There's no way. I don't believe you, mate. I'd have to see a birth certificate. There's no way. So
It's the
far,
hairline.
super chat. Oh, don't. If you set another, you're reading it, son. Fart with a super chat. Ryan is definitely not as good as he thinks he is, but he gas some solid wins against good arm wrestlers and is smart at the table. F Bowen.
yes.
Something's going on with a
You can
spelling.
say that pretty much about most people. He has some solid wins and is good on table.
Hey, this is pressure you're putting on yourself here, mate. If he cracks you now, you've got to back all
I
this
don't
up.
care. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. I'm terrible.
Look what
And-
happened to Patrick.
Well, Patrick's more terrible than me, but I'm just a coach and also a pussy, you know.
Pussy and a coach. Well, you did cut your thumb. Paper cut. Your
Yes,
thumb.
but the pussy needs a
paper-
plaster. What the pussy?
Yeah. He paper cut his thumb. The pussy.
Hey.
Hey guys, in the chat, did you enjoy the last Arm Wars series? If you haven't seen it, it was first round of Battleground, me and Patrick Berg. Think a good match. I remembered first 2 rounds, nothing else from that match. And next week it's Tobias Pedersen versus Popescu, Adrian Popescu. Adrian drinks blood of his victims, and this is why I was afraid. I said, please don't let Adrian smell my blood, because he knows where my room is, and I was afraid.
He did know where your room was.
Also, Tobias
was in the house, and Adrian is scared of him.
Yeah, Adrian kills them, and then Tobias dissects them and buries them.
Yeah,
it's a great team.
Everybody worried about that. It was a dangerous place to be.
Hey, it's the best team since Michael Jordan and
I've just got to clarify something. A number of people sent me a message saying, "How's this working, Neil? Surely we've seen already." Tobias,
that was left arm.
That was on the left arm, guys. This is a different arm, totally different arm. They're now on the right arm.
I'm gonna blow your mind, guys. So this is my left arm, and this is my right arm.
I loved that so many people were so confused about that.
Yeah.
There they are. There's not a lot of difference in your arms, Ray, I notice.
No, they're pretty even.
You got pretty good symmetry. I have not got. Are your arms very even in size and Evan?
Yeah.
Similar, or look at Ray.
I don't have arms.
Is your because your left is way better? So are they even?
If lighting's not great here, and I don't want to aim the camera at my jaw.
No, just tell us.
But when I look down at them, my right is far more defined and looks far bigger. But it's considerably smaller when you actually measure it.
Are you left-handed when you're writing and killing bears?
I can kill bears either hand. Log cabins, the same.
Oh I wish I was Canadian.
I know.
When it comes to hockey really left, golf right. I'm a Leafs fan, so I got to get used to golfing.
Okay.
Outside of that, just about everything is right-handed.
And which hand do you? No, leave it.
Both.
Anyway,
I am actually so good at that, Neil. I gain a stroke while switching hands.
Get out of Dodge. Do our sponsors know about this? Fake Taxi know about this? No.
He's waiting for a call. I endorse him. That's where I learn my strokes.
That's it. That's how we go. Now, joking aside,
I do sell online tutorial videos.
I don't want to know this, because I will be right on this phone after we.
Neil, you have bought all 11 editions. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm in them.
He's your only subscriber on OnlyFans.
You'll be pwned. Now then.
Well, he keeps bringing up all these fake troll accounts.
Raymond, leave it. Now then, here we go. Ladies and gents, if you want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of arm wrestling when the show is finished tonight, and you find that you cannot find out all the information and wonder where it comes from, get over to www.armwrestlingforums.com, and they will send you a newsletter, a mail shot that will keep you up to date on all things arm wrestling. Now, you got over to this, guys? You want to get over and sub. Armwrestlingforums.com, guys. Get over there. Seriously, great thing to have. Keeps you up to speed on what's going on in the world of arm wrestling. Not an easy thing to do at any time, particularly now because there's so much going on week to week to week. Armwrestlingforums.com, ladies and gents. Get over, check them out. Do it. White Wolf with a super chat. Ray, please stick to arm wrestling. You're okay in that lane. Please stay away from commentating. I've painted entire neighborhoods listening to you. There you go.
We'll do. Hey, just for you, buddy. Just for you, buddy. No problem.
No,
we gotta talk about our old mate Lachlan Adair.
Before we go any further with that,
okay. Whose phone is that?
I think Ray just needs to tap into this cutthroat, how bad people are in the commentating.
I'm too nice. I don't want
everything that he was saying tonight about Bowen. Great commentating. Just apply that shit to everybody.
I don't want anyone to feel bad. That's my thing. I don't want.
And that's why you suck at commentating. Your job as a commentator is not to make the arm wrestlers feel okay about their loss. It's to make the fans feel okay about paying $9.99 to watch it.
I'm taking your notes.
It's a job.
Ray, I'm just gonna
Your fucking job, Ray.
with a leveler. I fucking hate Evan. And I agree with everything you just said. If you came on and did like that style of commentary, everybody would love it. I want
Except
that
the guy that lost.
I'd be like, you need to get that guy because it's piss funny.
Except the guy that lost, but that's one guy versus everybody that watched it. We don't need the guy that lost to come back next time. He fucking lost. Fuck him. We need everybody that paid to watch it to come back next time, or you don't have a fucking job anymore, Ray.
Okay.
The cold cutting Ray thing is going to make you like incredibly polarizing. Like loads of people will still like you, and loads of people, won't like you.
Yeah, but it's weird because I'm not saying anything that's I say things that are true, that are pretty much facts.
Right. So keep all of that honesty, but every time you're like, oh, that'll make somebody feel bad, I don't want to say it. Fucking say it.
Say it.
You can be brutally honest and entertaining.
Exactly what you did. If you wake up tomorrow and you feel a bit weird in the head, and you know that you drunk those whiskeys when you came on here, and you're like, oh, I wonder how last night went. Why have I got all these messages saying I'm a... Let me have a look what I said last night. And then you go back and you check this, and you're like, oh my God, that was so hard on Ryan.
That's it, Neil. We got it. He just needs to drink whiskey while commentating.
That's what I'm doing every time.
Everything.
That's what I'm doing every time.
Drink fucking more of it then.
I think if he just commented just Ryan's matches.
No, you're just saying, so I would be mean.
Oh, really mean. I mean, tonight, the meanest Ray I've ever seen.
And it's entertaining.
Really?
The meanest Ray I've ever seen. I mean, when you degree of mean, if you had a meanathon, a meanatron, what's a thing that measures meaningless? Whatever you have that measures mean ability, you were right.
I don't like
You
that.
would have to walk around stomping on cats to get any meaner than you were tonight.
Hey, my cats are better than yours. Shut the fuck up.
There you go. That stuff. Use that stuff.
Honestly.
You're welcome.
And it wasn't even like fair meanness. There was nothing. Some of it was like borderline telling the truth, mixed in with complete just badness. Because Ryan isn't a bum at all. He's had some impressive wins and he's very good at the table.
Name them.
Okay, Chance Shaw.
When was that?
A couple of years ago.
The when is not as relevant as the how in that match.
So you think, okay, but do you think Chance Shaw of now is
still loses when Ryan has the fucking best side of the table and they're using the old hustle strap? Yes. Have you actually watched that match?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
No chance.
No chance.
No.
No chance.
No chance.
No chance.
None.
None.
I don't think you've done enough arm wrestling lately, Neil, to understand the difference in that strap.
No chance.
Wait a minute, Ray. What's
I disagree.
that in Russian? What's no chance in Russian?
Без шансов.
Say it 14 times, all in different languages. Just kidding. I actually don't want to sit here.
No
and listen to you say
variantu.
that, but
Без шансов. No chance.
Fuck! I was kidding. I was kidding. Stop! I don't want to hear it.
So Dizzy Busy 88 with a super chat. Evan
I'll
has
just get angry and start talking in Latvian.
Yeah, don't do that. The issue, in my opinion,
Pēc muļķības runāt, okay? Evans jau tā piedzēries, neko nesaprot. Come on,
I'm trying to
nomierinies.
give you a big up here, son.
Sorry, Neil.
Dizzy
Is
Busy
this all my
88.
fault?
No, it is. You're a bit of a penis. Evan has a point. The issue, in my opinion, was more like Ray Derek combo was like two color commentators, but no lead. Ray, you're awesome. Not Ray's fault. Love Engin, but he didn't seem at all comfortable announcing. No, that's because his shirt was so tight. That shirt was pretty tight fitting on Engin, wasn't it? You needed to get him in the shirt of mystery, the shirt of love. That's what you needed to get him in, Ray. Lend him it.
Oh, Jesus.
He'd have come alive. Jujamugu, without Coach Ray's commentary, Uncle John and Ozzy and Bowen wouldn't have their live stream commentary. His boringness is keeping them going.
Hey, yeah, but it's weird. It's not my plan. It's not like I wanted to do
Yes,
commentary.
nobody
If you
ever
look at-
wakes up in the morning, puts their work boots on, and says, "You know what? I'm going to really be bad at my job today." Nobody plans to do that, but
Hey,
you do.
no, shut up, Evan. But there's a difference.
I'm learning.
There's a
He taught me
difference.
today.
There's a difference. Uncle John, Ozzy, Ryan, they all do commentating on events that are already happening for people that didn't buy the event, most likely. So I didn't ask for it, you know. It's just people invited me. Can you talk? I said, yeah, I can talk.
Yeah, and you
I
can
practice talking all the
tonight viciously about Ryan. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Justin B with a super chat. I enjoy Ray's commentating.
Oh no, thank you.
We've had one person out of everybody that's seen it, including the replays, that have said that now.
Hey, I'll not take the.
I don't know what to say about that.
I'm just saying, Ray could be fantastic at the job.
I thought that last time me and Derek was pretty damn good.
It really wasn't terrible. But it could have been a lot fucking better.
You tell me no one wakes up and thinks I'm going to be terrible at my job. I looked the last time King of the Table where I did mistakes and everyone else in the comments and something. I'm like, can I do it better? And I think you did it better. Most likely I'm going to do it better next time. So
I'm not even going to commentate because I really didn't listen to it.
Exactly. You just Neil watches all the matches on mute.
Well, I would have known more if the feed actually played, but
that wasn't my fault.
That's not your fault. Unless your commentating was so bad, England said, "Fucking cut the feed. We can't listen to this shit anymore."
Hey, that was personal information I told you. And now you're telling this to the whole world.
Nobody knew that was really what happened until you gave it up. Nobody believes what I say. You go,
I don't.
Evan, you and your traps.
Right, now be quiet because Carolyn Lou's got a super chat.
Your beard.
Yeah, I'm gonna clip it. I swear to God, if he comes over and don't go to sleep, you come over, I'll shave your fucking head. Here we go. Ray, this is from Carolyn Looms. Carolyn, thank you for your super chat. Ray, Wolf is the 0.1%. That is exactly what she wrote, so shut the fuck up. Right. That was before you speak, Evan. Here we go. Mike Halbert with a super chat. Ray is good at analytical commentating. Just needs a co-commentator that spices it up like Neil, Travis, Jake Ward, Underwood, or Evan.
Hey, I want to work with Neil.
I would love to work with you, mate.
Yeah. Oh, see, now that is a fucking fantastic dynamic. You got one guy that really knows what he's talking about and is also really good at doing the color commentary, and Ray can sit there and shut the fuck up. This is great.
Oh, just...
You know what? Halfway through that, I was.
This is my favorite.
And halfway through that, I realized how I could just dig right into you. Still, like I'm a genius.
That's quite good.
Oh, you're awesome.
Okay. Fart with a super chat. Ray and Derek's commentating was like two schoolgirls giggling in the back of a classroom talking about boys. Okay.
It was. We were talking about boys.
You were.
There was no female.
Well, don't let that out on the show. Marcus Thompson with a super chat. It all depends where the arm wrestling comps are in the West. Slagging is required in the East. WF commentary seems to be the standard. Boring. Oh, the IFA's on this weekend, isn't it?
It's already done.
Jesus, that was poorly promoted.
Yeah, no one there. I saw on Vimeo there was live streams. I saw who did I saw? Minda 178 both arms. I saw Kevin Barbridge 170 kilos both arms. That's it.
Wow.
Everybody thought Ray was commentating, so nobody showed up or watched.
Yeah,
that's true. I mean, this is getting bad. This is. I feel like
it's an event to not be watched. You just say Coach Ray is going to commentate.
This is really bad. I mean, you can't. You know, what's going on? This is supposed to be. It's about positivity and love the fix. That's what people come on here for.
Yeah, but hey, it was you who sent the invite to Evan.
I didn't think he was going to come on and give me aggravation about reading bloody Carolyn's message, and then, you know, I will full on be reading that till like 3 a.m. Come out with a load of bullshit about you read it wrong, Neil. You just did it for everybody.
Neil, if you figure it out at 3 a.m., text me.
Whenever
and I'll let you know if you're right.
Listen, whenever I figure that out, I will full on message you, and I'll be like, I just got it. Am I in that 155 club?
And I will let you know that you're wrong once again. You fucked it up again.
Thanks. He's a prick. Like that kid.
Oh my god.
So now, just so everybody knows, the reason I'm not going to be at Arm Wars isn't because I don't want to be. It's because Neil rescinded my invite.
Yeah,
Also, I'm going to strangle you.
yeah, Ray be choking your ass out.
And I'm not
You
going
got
to be
Ray fucking choking me with some like baling twine, while
Yeah.
Paul Lynn's like poking new holes in me.
Yep.
Man, Arm Wars is going to be a hell of a lot of
Not
fun.
Paul Lynn, Paul Maiden. Paul Lynn doesn't do any nasty stuff. Paul Lynn's a nice guy, I think.
We should have Paul Lynn commentate instead of Ray.
What is this killing Ray night? What is it? Ray comes on here. He's like,
Pick it on Bowen. That's my friend.
best mate. Like, Jesus Christ! I tell you what, it's a good job White Wolf's coming here with a bit of normality. White Wolf, thank you for your super chat. He's put 100% agree. Ray is fantastic with colour commentating, knows his stuff. You just need to pair him with a guy like Jake to spice up the match. Love you, Ray. Yeah. See, someone at White
Hey,
Wolf. a little bit of-
Can we get F. Evan in the chat?
yeah, someone. Can I get it?
Yes, can we please? I
Yeah.
would love a whole chat filled with F. Evan.
Yeah, F. Evan. Hashtag F.
How
Evan.
many people
Come on.
that?
Show some love. Show some. No,
There's none.
show some hate.
Just say,
10-second delay,
Let's
Neil.
put
Just
some
give it a
hate from
second.
the start.
It's going to happen.
throw down some hate on this mother fluffer.
Everybody that loves me has no problem saying F. Evan.
No, we got an F Bowen though.
No F. Bowens. Come on. This is Evan's time.
F. Evan. F. Evan.
Here we go.
F. Ray.
F. Ray.
F. Coach Ray.
F Coach Ray, F Evan. F Evan, but not really. F Lipinge. That's like a posh way. Few F Bowens, keeping it real.
Yeah.
F Evan, F Evan, F
That's not
Evan. Here we
bad.
go, F Evan. I'm going to put one F that month.
Neil, get in there.
I'm on it, son, because I F you. Where's the friggin'? I can't find the hashtag, but I'm just going to put it. Yeah. F Evan. There you go. F
Oh,
beer.
man. You know what? Tonight, my live show is going to go very, very poorly.
How long are you going on for? We got a
Hopefully
minute.
not long.
One
But
we're
maybe Ray can join me for a little bit.
What,
We
and
can
get
teach
drunk?
him. We can teach him.
It's close to 1 a.m.
1 a.m. now.
But
Now
let's do
that's
that.
when I do my best work.
Let's
That's
do
when I
it.
do my best work.
Hey,
Oh
let's
my.
fucking do it. This is the last of whiskey I have. Maybe I'll find something else, but we finish this.
Do stores close in Latvia? Can you not just go get more?
Dude, I have to go outside and then come
So?
back.
Walking
No, we
with both
just-
his feet.
We finish this and we go live. What time is it now?
We've got a minute left on this show.
Shut up, Neil.
No, for real. A
Neil-
minute.
Neil.
He doesn't care. We're
Yeah.
we're busy.
Yeah, we're busy. Can you see we working?
Adults talking.
Yeah, I don't.
I would love to do a drunken live.
Yeah, let's do that.
That could
right.
happen.
Yeah.
Not going to be a
So,
problem for that.
After this, we're gonna go on
Early's-
Evan's
Hi, mate.
channel, you know, with all 100 subscribers he has, and we'll do a live there. So
I got like 173 now, man.
No way.
no
Yeah.
way.
That many people.
Every time I go onto your channel, Neil, like at least 3 of the 500 people watching think I'm funny.
think like you.
Yeah.
They'll be like, that obnoxious Canadian.
Isn't that like a pity subscribe? You know, when they're like,
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Right.
I take that.
Okay
too.
with this.
He's got to
No
look.
beggars, choosers, man.
He's got to look about him. Some people just love guys that look like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
So,
They're called bears.
so guys, Neil, Evan, arm wrestling.
Yeah.
No, we
Well,
ran
so-
all the time out on that.
No, shut the up, son. Right, here we go. Lachlan Adair.
Hmm.
I thought that kid was impressive this weekend.
It was
Real.
It was very good matches. Both lefty, easier, righty, a little tougher, but still.
Now, let's do a little bit of a sense check here. We obviously got to see him left-handed versus Davidenyev.
Yeah.
But Pavlov's known. I think he's much better on his right arm. No disrespect to him, but I think he's a right-hander. I would have loved to see that match right-handed. Loved to see that match.
I would have loved to have seen the Jaggers match left-handed.
Well, here we go. I was just going to say the rumor was that Austin Jaggers is stronger lefty than right, and yet he won obviously right-handed
Considerably.
Is that right? He's considerably.
Yes. I just pulled Austin. His left and his right. His left is way stronger. And Austin's not a real that tricky bastard scale.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't very fucking high on it. Like
you mean
maybe
like
a -2.
Recognized scale for arm wrestling expertise, the strong bastard versus tricky bastard scale.
So compared to me, if you put me as an 8 strong, 10 tricky, Austin's like -2 tricky, 10 strong. You know, but strength is the trump card in arm wrestling.
Bad right-handed though, because he just won Arnold's, and there were some decent pullers in that event.
The best guy there was Woody, who used to be good.
Yeah, but he's not. But I mean, was he the only really strong lad in there?
Also, stylistically,
wasn't he?
Who's that big Russian dude with the beard?
Who was in there? Which Russian was in there?
Hello.
Who was in there?
I can't remember the guy's name, and I couldn't pronounce it, even if you had it spelled out in front of me.
And I think Harold Owens was in there, wasn't he, as well?
No.
No. Well, Harold was in there.
So, having got to pull with him, his left is just super strong. But when you're real low on the tricky bastard scale and a top roller, you had better be like crazy fucking strong.
Yeah.
Right? That's a move that you're really trying to get the jump on people. If somebody wants to hook you, you better have some tricky bastard with your strength. And it was really clear that there was not enough of that to even avoid the hook with Lachlan. When Lachlan tried to hold him and let him really drop and roll on it, he realized that, oh shit, I fucked up.
Do you think that he just fed him arm there?
I think he just, instead of securing position and then holding and looking around, he just tried to hold up center table. He's like, this guy's not posing a threat. And then he drops, oh shit. Because Austin is really, really strong.
Yes. Just not
left-handed. Austin wants to come in, not out. So the matchup would have been so much more fun for me watching Lachlan and Austin left-handed.
Did it teach you anything about him this weekend? Were you in any way surprised by that, or did it go to the form guide in your eyes? Did you have Lachlan winning easy, or?
No, I thought Lachlan was going to... Wait, I don't know what the question was, but I'm going to answer anyways. I thought Lachlan was going to kind of sink that and do what he wanted right-handed with Austin. It went pretty well how I expected it to go.
Okay. I want to know who the Russian kid was who was over there.
Mirto Lehastano.
Is that the guy that plays second?
But it's Azerbaijan. From Azerbaijan.
Yeah, he's based in the States, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
I think he's based in the States, isn't he, with Vazgan's crew? I think.
Yeah, he's not bad.
No, man.
I'm just really, really bad with those names from over there. Fuck, I'm not very good with names that I know how to pronounce.
Like your wife's or something.
I picked my kids' names and I get those wrong.
I mean, that's understandable. You drink a lot. You know.
I do.
Now, left-handed.
You're pissed off, Neil. I feel like Neil's very hostile. I feel like
Neil's mad at Ray now because he's now 6 minutes past his time.
No, it's not even that.
Neil, do you have a bedtime?
Do I have a bedtime?
Yeah.
You asking? Leave it. Now, joking aside, what do we learn about Lachlan Adair this weekend? Did anybody come out of that thinking, okay, he's gone up in spec, he's gone down in spec, or it's nothing I didn't know?
I think Lachlan still isn't as technical as he is strong. You look at those matches, he is in a little bit awkward positions, but he's like ridiculously strong and really good. Yeah. So there's always room, and if they keep inviting him
and he climbs the ladder, there's more interesting matches to have. His left, in my opinion, his left has always been his best arm, especially before, all the stuff with the right arm. So, there's a lot of options,
I think, I'm going to be honest with you, I think he was very, very impressive. I thought he did really well this weekend. I do think that Sandris is going to be a tough ask for him.
Oh, yeah, Sun's going to be tough.
Yeah, because, and I mean that just on the pulling style, the well-roundedness and the physicality. Just that is going to be problematic, I think, for Lachlan. I think it's a significant step up from what I saw this weekend. Again, around that tricky bastard scale, the versatility that you're going to get from Sandris is way, way up. And it's backed up with a lot of horsepower. So, I don't know. I think that's Lachlan's next match, which is East versus West 4, isn't it, mate?
Yes. It's going to be two Australians versus 2 Latvians.
Yeah. Both matches that were set for the fix, just saying. You know what I mean? We talked about it on here last time. We're going to do them on Arm Wars. Gave everybody a tip off.
They gave us like a lot of money. Like I'm looking at Bentleys and Teslas and so
ready. Yeah. On the comments.
Is that for the winner of the arm wrestling match, or who's better at commentating the other match?
It's always a commentator. I always win.
Always
weird.
Man, Australia will fuck you guys up at commentating, and Bowen is not fun to listen to.
Imagine what this does for Australian arm wrestling. Imagine what this does for Latvian arm wrestling, Ray. If
we're solid, we're good.
Crack you both.
We're solid, we're good.
Imagine.
Wait a minute, Neil. I just scanning through the comments, and somebody said I look pissed off now that you mentioned my wife. Did you mention my fucking wife?
I did. I said, do you know your wife's name? You said you shit with names.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I fucked that one up a lot, so I'll let that go. I thought I was actually going to have to get pissed off here, Neil. I was going to have to come over there and go all Paul Maiden on you.
Well, that would have been good. At least you'd have got over you. Yeah. I mean, it would have been like, oh, he's only
got on time for Arm Wars.
Yeah.
And they would have never let me back.
or out of the country, even. But anyway, we digress. Now, where were we before? Well, I can't even remember what we're talking about then. You threw me.
Hashtag F Bowen.
Yeah.
Oh, F Evan. God, you're fucking.
Oh, I know what it was.
No, Evan, it's over. Your 15 minutes of fame, it's over. Deal with it. Okay.
I get 15 more minutes. You're coming on my show.
Okay. That is true. You did agree to that. On that note, we're going to jump off here, ladies and gents. It is nearly 1 o'clock, and I think Ray's going on with Evan. Aussie Arm Wrestler may also be going on. He usually does after this thing. But, ladies and gents, thank you, everyone, for tuning into the show tonight. I hope you had a bit of fun. We will be back on here with the Fix 109 next week. I've also got a couple of special guests through the week this week, so watch this space. Juju Mugo with a last-minute super chat. He's put to summarise the Fux 108s. F. Bowen, F. Evan, and F. Ray. I think that pretty much did summarise it. It's all about negativity, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you on here next week. Remember, please get over Western Survivor, www.westernsurvivor.ca. Buy this stuff. It is the greatest beef jerky in the world. And also, if you want to keep your head around the game, if you want to know what's going down in arm wrestling, you need to get yourselves over and subscribe. www.armwrestlingforums.com. Get yourself subbed there. You will get a newsletter, a mail shot that will keep you all over this sport. If you're not already subscribed to the voice of arm wrestling, Ray Lipinge, get over there and you too can hear some of the finest commentary in the world. Some of the greatest arm wrestling instruction the world has ever seen. You can see personal shots of cats, and you can also see other tricks that he teaches those amazing felines that he keeps in his bedroom. Ray, ladies and gents. If you've got nothing better to do and you want to see another live show, get over to Evan Burgoyne's Bad Company, get subbed, and listen to Evan, who will probably be going how long tonight, mate? How long are you going on for?
Oh, we never know. We never know.
Hours.
But tell him out of beer, and I got a lot.
There you go. He could be on there for hours, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to see another live show, if you've not had enough arm wrestling for tonight, get over there and get to the Bad Company Burgoyne. Get subbed, and until we see you next time here on Supernatural Strength, please like, share, subscribe. Biggity bong, mother fluffers. Let's go.